Good morning. I was a little bit late posting this because I just literally came out of the shower. Um, okay, I was a little bit nervous about posting this. I did go private on my group yesterday, explaining to my private group um, the realization that I came to on Saturday when I was on my own in the car. Well, my son was with me, but he was asleep, driving from Galway to Dublin, slightly hungover from the Friday night. And I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I had a few drinks on Friday night, and the previous Friday night previous to that, it was the same. And the previous Friday night previous to that, it was the same. And I just felt like I am doing all of this work on myself, trying to balance out my whole life. And then I go and have a few drinks on a Friday night, and bear in mind it's only 3 or 4 drinks, and I'm so sick after them. I'm sick from the inside out, and I was like, this is my body telling me to stop. But I need to stop for better reasons, just because I'm feeling sick. So bear with me in this. So obviously we're all soul searching. Obviously we're all trying to find our life purpose. Obviously we're all trying to balance out our life as best we can. We're trying our best, okay? And I have been definitely working on myself over the last few years a lot. And life-changing experiences happened to me. Life-changing circumstances happened to me 8 weeks ago, where I left a relationship that was not balanced at all. He was very masculine, not at all feminine. And I was kind of going towards the masculine side and not tapping into my feminine side, and I wasn't being my true self. And I only see it now that I'm gone from that relationship. And I would have easily have stayed in it if it didn't hit breaking point between the two of us. But what I'm trying to say is, between that circumstances and me and where I want to go with my life, and not taking my kids out of it and taking everything out of it and taking my members out of it, bringing it back to me, what is stopping me from showing up to be my fully true self, authentic self, of what I want and not what I think other people want of me online? And the fear of losing, the fear of judgment, is giving up the alcohol. Simple as that. So I was kind of searching in deep on the way up in the car. I was like, what is causing this? And I've been reading up. Obviously I've been working on the mind a lot, learning about the mind a lot, learning about the mechanics of our body. That's what I have been doing. Bear with me because I'm getting to the point. I've been learning about the mechanics of my body inside and out, to really truly understand how it works to a degree. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor. It's like buying a new car. You learn how to drive it effectively and service it so it's not going to break down. I've been doing that over the last 15 years, mostly learning about the mind the last 3 years and how it works, the logic, the emotion. And I'm thinking, how can we trip the switch? How can we trip the switch from the logic to emotion, that we don't fall into our everyday habits, like drinking and smoking or whatever, that's causing us not to show up to our true self? So I've been learning about the mechanics and the holistic side of things, because I'm trained in beauty and different things like that as well. But the penny dropped. The penny dropped about 3 weeks ago, and bear in mind I'm still learning about the emotional side of releasing emotions through the rapid transformation therapy. But one article that I read about the 4 bodies, I got it. So bear with me, because this is the point. I got it, and this is why I've decided to go commit to myself and go all in, to truly experience what I can do in life, and bring my soul, my spirit on a journey with me, that they can experience. I'm calling them they, because sometimes the body is only rented. We're only renting this body that we live in. I truly believe that now, and I truly believe our soul and our spirit is in this body, and we have to treat our body with respect in order to bring our soul and our spirit on a journey to experience everything in life. So the 4 bodies is your physical, your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual side. I could never ever get the spiritual side, and I follow loads of people online to try and understand the spiritual side. But when these people are preaching about the spiritual side, the spirit can be anything for anybody. It can be God, it can be whatever, Buddhism, whatever you follow. I do truly believe that my spirit is energy, is experiencing energy with other people, is experiencing energy in the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars. That's what I believe. If yours is God or whatever, that's great. You believe in whatever you need to believe in. But I got the physical side, I got the mental side, I got the emotional side now because I'm learning more about that. But what was getting me was the spiritual side. And I get the spiritual side now. It's inside us all of the time. It's inside us all of the time. The spiritual side is our inner kid. It's the inner child that doesn't have fear, doesn't have judgment of anyone thinking of what they think of them. It's been free. Obviously, we're adults. We have to work now. Obviously, the logical side of us is developed when we're toddlers, and that's when we get the fear of judgment, the fear of being seen, the fear of not being loved, the fear of not being our true self. So we need, the spirit is where we were when we were a kid, being free of judgment, free of fear, free to love, in case, that's the spirit. I get it now. But obviously we're adults and we need to work and we need to bring in money and we need to provide in order to bring our soul and our spirit on a journey at the weekends and our downtime to experience life. But what I'm trying to get is, there was a short fuse in my personal development, in balancing out my life. I got the physical side because the physical body is masculine. If we're women and we're working out too hard on our bodies, we're igniting the masculine side of us too much and the feminine side is not there. So if we're working out too hard on the physical side of our body, there's too much repair going on in our body in order to pacify and please the mental side, the emotional side, and the spiritual side of us. So now that I have the physical side of it down to a T, working out 3 times a week, and that's enough, and walking, getting out in nature, that's enough. I'm not working out hard like I used to. That's that sorted. That's ticked, and my members have that ticked as well. The mental side of it, yes, I've been releasing a lot of emotions, a lot of baggage, a lot of stuff out of my body down through the last few years, and that's great. I'm sorting out that side of it. I know how the mechanics of it works, blah, 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 blah. Then the emotional side of it is a tough one, because we are emotions in motion. We are emotions every day moving around. And us as human beings, we're here because we're intelligent emotions, like we're emotionally intelligent to connect with human beings. We're emotionally intelligent for love, fear, blah, 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 all that jazz. So our emotions is always going to be there and we're ran by our emotions. But if we're not truly living what our spirit intended us to have and what our soul intended us to do, how the hell are we going to work on the other 3 bodies? The emotional, the physical and the mental. How are we going to do that? And what was stopping me being balanced off the 4 bodies, the physical, the emotional, the mental and the soul or spirit, whatever you want to call it, was alcohol. It was tripping the switch. So when you drink alcohol, now I'm not preaching for anyone else to do this, I'm just telling you why, and I'm nervous to put this out because I'm afraid of fear, judgment, losing friends, all of that jazz, but I have to do it, because if I don't do it, I'm not truly living the life that I was put on this planet to live, and I found out that on Saturday. And I felt like when the penny clicked on Saturday, I felt like there was something inside of me crying for joy. I was like, what the fuck is this inside me? I was like, this is really weird. Now I know I was slightly hungover, but I was in my rested state because I was driving, I was relaxed, I was thinking, I was like, what is this? What is happening inside of me at the moment? It was really, really, really weird. And some people are going to say I'm mad, but I put it up on my members group and a lot of the girls said, no, Korina, we actually feel the same thing. And I was there, thank goodness I'm not the only one. I felt like my soul was crying and my spirit was crying inside me going, she fucking got it. She's 39 and she fucking got life. I get this now. I get it. But in order for me to truly live my balanced life and to truly live the purpose that I was put on the planet for, I have to give up drink, because the drink is dampening down the emotions. And if we're taking, now bear with me and I'm going to finish on this. If we're taking in, like, we're absorbers, we absorb people's energy, we absorb people's emotions. And if we're hungover and if we're full of food, baby, and full of sugar and full of mad stuff in our body that's not meant to be in our body, we're a little bit more, we're like soakage, we're like a sponge, we're soaking in that negative energy going, ugh, and we're holding on to it. And for me personally, if I'm hungover after 3 drinks, bear in mind, for 3 days. And when someone tells me a story, I really sink it in and I find it hard to shake it off. I find it hard to release that energy out of me. Do you get me? So in order for me to fully show up for all of me and be balanced in all the 4 bodies, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, what was tripping my switch was alcohol, because I've already sorted out everything else in my life. I can't do anything else. I can't balance it out any other way. And the only thing that was stopping me was alcohol. So I'm putting it out here. I'm bringing you on the journey with me because I'm scared and it's a bit mad. And I have 8 cans of beer in the car, and it's in the car for a reason, because I'm throwing them in the bin. And the craving is still going to be there, because this is how the body works. We crave things. It's like we crave an ex, even though they're not good for us. It's like we crave alcohol, even though it's not good for us. We crave it. But we need to break, in order to break this craving, we need to break the habit. And in order to break the habit, we need to trip the switch from our logic to our emotional mind. And in order to do that, we need to take a different path that's going to be hard, because I know this and I've learned all of this and I teach my clients this. And it's going to be hard because if we're working out of the subconscious mind all of the time, we're basically working out of a roadmap. There's Google Maps already embedded in there, and our habits are embedded in us, but we can break them, because I've already done that through smoke and wine, everything. Now I need to do the biggest one of my life, which is alcohol. Because for me, alcohol leads to other things, and other things lead to other things. That's causing me to be a mess for about 4 days out of my week. And in order for me to fully show up for the purpose that I was put on this planet for helping my clients and helping people who were stuck just like me a few years ago, I need to be balanced. And in order to do that, alcohol needs to go. So anyone want to come on this journey with me? I already said this to a member who came to me on Saturday morning, and I said, I'm really nervous, Alva. I'm really nervous about putting this out there. And she goes, Korina, I really want to do this as well, but I'm really nervous of the fear of losing people, the fear of being rejected in social outlets. I love music, I love gigs, I love the crack. I don't need alcohol for this. It was just something that I was doing as a habit. I don't need it. So I'm bringing you on this journey with me. This is day 3 of my non-alcoholic journey, because I stopped on Friday. I'm not bad on alcohol, but that 3 drinks or 4 drinks on a Friday night has me in a mess for 4 days, and I feel like I'm all out of whack. And in order for my 4 bodies to really connect with each other, the mental, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual side of me, which I've now connected with, I need to stop tripping the switch with alcohol. Because alcohol dampens down your emotions, and we're not able to release stuff and show up to be our fully true self. And that's me. That's why I'm doing it. I feel like I'm awake for the first time in my life. I feel like everything that I've learnt from a kid until now, has been priming me for this point. And that sounds really weird, but anyone that gets it probably knows what I'm talking about. And it's now encouraged me to finish my studies and do my exams in September for what I'm currently doing, so I can fully go all in for my members. I can fully go all in for my clients and help them get to where I am now, if that's what they want to do, or even a percentage of what I do. I'm here for you now. I'm all in. I'm going to show up every morning at 7:30, Monday to Friday. I'm going to do a little 5-minute clip every morning on this Facebook Live, and then I'm going to put it up on Instagram, asking you guys, how are you going to show up today for your physical side, your emotional side, your spiritual side, and your mental side? How are you guys going to show up today? And I'm going to give you an example of how I'm going to show up. I'm not going to show up at 7:30 on a Saturday and Sunday. Even though I'm going to be hungover and alcohol free, there's no way, because I'm going to get up and I'm going to do my sea swims, and then I'm going to show up to you guys at 9 o'clock on a Saturday and a Sunday. I'm going away with the girls this weekend, so this is my biggest tester, without the kids because they're gone with their dad, and usually it's a bit of a free-for-all, but I'm going to show up as me with alcohol-free drinks, and I'm going to show up with no fear, no judgment, and like I used to use alcohol for dancing and having the crack, I'm going to try show up and let my spirit, my higher self, because I know now what this higher self means. I got it. Nicola Connolly Byrne, I got it. I finally got it. So I'm going to show up what my higher self would do, not need an alcohol, as if I was a kid, obviously being an adult, not doing stupid things. And that's it. So if you want to come on this journey with me, I feel great now, I have it all off my chest too. Susan, you have no idea how much I can relate. And this is what I'm going to do every morning at 7:30. Comment, come with me on the journey. We'll all do it together. and free of judgment, free of whatever. I'm not asking anyone to give up alcohol. If you even want to give it up for like a few days out of the week, come with me on the journey. I have picked 1st of July, my give up date, yay, but I think today is my date. Yes. What you are describing is 100% how I'm feeling. Oh, I feel like crying because I am still fearful, because I have a lot of friends who are drinking alcohol, but I want to be there with them, but without judgment, or without I'm judging them or they're judging me. I still want to have the crack. Like, I have loads of aspirations for my life, but I just feel like the alcohol was slowing me down. I just feel like it was. And the alcohol was leading to other things, and I could see it was on Friday night, and I was getting a bit disappointed in myself that I wasn't showing up as a balanced whole. But now that I've learned about the 4 bodies, like, obviously I don't know fully about this, guys. I can only show you and teach you of what I've learned so far, but that all brought it together for me. And the relationship that I was in was clouding me. It was too masculine for me, and I already grew up with loads of boys, and it was too masculine, and he wasn't tapped into his feminine side, which is his emotion side, and his spiritual side. He wasn't balanced, and I hope that someday he will be balanced and meet the person that he wants to meet. But I'm glad that we did separate, because now I got it. And I did a lot of soul searching the last 8 weeks, and I got it. And I got it, and I got it, and I got it, and I want to share it with you all. So I will see you tomorrow morning at 7:30. Sober dancing is great crack. Oh, Sue, I get it. I actually get it now. And I'm going all in, committing to me. So what I want you guys to do is show up at 7:30, even if you're not ready to commit fully to yourself yet. Look, get a little bit of inspiration from me every morning. And I'm doing it for accountability. I'm doing it to bring you on the journey with me, even after the weekend, of how I got on at the weekend, how I got on emotionally, not drinking around my friends, and how I want to show up fully for me and my spirit and my soul and the crack and everything, and just be balanced all around. And I'm looking forward to it. So, guys, life begins before 40. It really does. I get it now. And I'm committing to me. I'm not doing it for my kids. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm doing it for me. I'm committing all in for me. I'm going all in for me. So, guys, let me know below. You're so amazing. I'm doing this with you. Yes, Geraldine. I know, Geraldine, about you as well. You know about me. We're in this together, and let's do it. My mother gave up the drinking around this age as well, I think it was. She gave it up because she was getting sick, but I didn't give it up because I was getting sick. Like, I can handle getting sick, I can handle puking, but I knew it was holding me back. I knew I wasn't balanced. How can all of my 4 bodies hit off each other if the drink is dampening down the emotional side of me, and if the drink is dampening down my spiritual and my soul side of me? How the fuck can I connect the 4 bodies together? I can't. It's like driving your car without diesel. It's like driving your car without a fucking steering wheel. Where are you going? Where are you going? Like, do you know what I mean? So come on in. See you tomorrow morning at 7:30. And yeah, I feel like I'm only reborn. This is so weird. Now, obviously, this is a journey. And in order for me to bring my spirit and my soul on a life journey, and let my spirit and my soul, I'm saying the two of them because I still haven't figured it out yet, is renting my body off me. It's renting my body off me. And if I'm not feeding my body correctly, moving my body correctly, balancing my body correctly, how the fuck can my soul and my spirit experience everything in the world if this isn't correct? And this is correct, and I've worked on that. So now the spiritual and the soul side of me, I need to work. I need to show up fully to work. I need to show up fully to my commitments in order to make money, so I can bring my soul and my spirit on a journey around the world and experience everything that there is to be experienced. But how can I do that if I'm showing up fucking sick on a Monday morning? I can't. And I can't. And I just can't. And even things don't need to cost money to bring your spirit and your soul on a journey. It doesn't need to cost money. What feeds my soul is the sun, the sea. They're cheapy things that doesn't cost that, and it orders me to just show up. But I still want to experience other things, like swimming with dolphins, learn how to swim, actually swim with fucking dolphins, rather than have it on my back and just be sitting there like a dope on my back and not actually fully falling into myself. And I'm not going to hide my tattoos anymore. I'm not going to hide who I am anymore, the spiritual animal that I am inside of me. I'm going to show up for all of me, and if people don't like it, you can unfollow me. I really don't give a fuck. And this, we need to show up of who we truly are, and that's the best possible people that we can be. And that's it, guys. See you tomorrow morning at 7:30. Let me know below if you're catching this. If you even just want to show up and just come on the journey with me. And I'm not doing it for likes. I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it for accountability. I'm doing it for accountability, and I'm going to count down my days of day 3 is today, day 4. I need to do it. And I know there's other people out there like me that's afraid to do it, and that's fear of judgment. And I'm just going all in. I'm going all in. So here you are. This is me. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30.